Hi, tonight I'm making a pasta sauce with heirloom tomatoes. Heirloom tomatoes that have been peeled, skin removed, and slightly blended. Okay, still chunky because I like it chunky. So these are heirloom tomatoes, and it's about 18 cups of heirloom tomatoes. Okay, 18 cups. I have basil, one bunch of basil, fresh basil. And for the seasoning, I have 1 tablespoon of onion powder, 1 tablespoon of garlic powder, 1 tablespoon MSG, 2 tablespoons of chicken bouillon seasoning, 3 tablespoons of dry Italian seasoning, and half a teaspoon of black pepper. You will also need 1.5 cups of chopped onion, okay, and also half a cup of chopped garlic and 5 tablespoons of olive oil. All right. Alrighty, next you want to brown your onions and your garlic a little bit. Okay, once the onions and garlic have browned a little bit like this, you want to go ahead and add in your heirloom tomatoes. Okay, and then you want to bring it to a boil. Okay, so once it came to a boil, I went ahead and add in all the dry seasoning. Everything except for the basil. So I went ahead and add all the seasoning. And what you want to do is just stir it in real good and then let it cook down until the sauce thickens. Okay, so that's what you want to do. Just let it cook down until the sauce thickens up. Alright? While you're waiting for the sauce to thicken up, you might want to give it a stir here and there so that it doesn't stick to the bottom. And as you can see, the sauce is starting to thicken up a bit. Okay, probably another 5 more minutes and we're good to go. Also, right now is the time to go ahead and taste it, and if you feel that it's missing anything, you can go ahead and add some seasoning to it, which I think right now I'm going to add another tablespoon of chicken bouillon. Okay, so let's give it another 5 more minutes. Okay, so it's been cooking for about half an hour. And the sauce is really thickened up a lot. It's pretty much done. All I need to do now is add in the fresh basil. Let's go ahead and add our basil. And stir it. And voila! Pasta sauce made with heirloom tomatoes. To make the meatball for the pasta sauce, I have here 2 pounds of ground beef, 1/3 cup of breadcrumbs, 2 tablespoons of chopped green onions, 1 egg, and for the seasoning, we have 1.5 tablespoons of chicken bouillon seasoning, 1 teaspoon garlic powder, 1 teaspoon onion powder, 1/4 teaspoon black pepper, 1/4 teaspoon white pepper, and 1/4 teaspoon crushed rosemary. Okay. Next, we want to put all our seasoning in with all of this, the meat. Come on, black pepper. Okay. And then you just want to go ahead and incorporate all the seasoning together. Mix it all in thoroughly. And once it's thoroughly mixed, you want to just go ahead and ball them up into meatballs. And these are the meatballs that I made. Just take about 1 tablespoon and a half of meat and just ball it up or roll it up till you get these nice little shapes of balls. Okay, so you can make the meatballs as big or as small as you like them, but these are about 1.5 tablespoons of meat that's rolled up into balls. Alright, so now let's get ready to cook it up. Alright, next we want to cook our meatballs. So what you want to do is bring a pot of water to a boil, and it's optional. You don't have to add the lemongrass or the kaffir lime leaves if you don't have it, but I like them, so if you have it you can use it. You don't have, that's okay. And it's also up to you if you want to add a little bit of seasoning. I add in here a tablespoon of the chicken bouillon seasoning. Okay, so once it boils like that, you want to just go ahead and drop in your meatballs and cook them up. Okay, and just let it cook until the meatball floats to the top. Alright? Alright, so the meatball's been cooking for about 5 minutes and it's all floated to the top, so that means it's done cooking. It's cooked through and through, so you can now go ahead and remove it. And there you have it, cooked meatballs, ready for the pasta sauce. This next step is completely optional. You don't have to do this if you don't want to, but because my family loves their sauces, pasta sauces with meat, a lot of meat, I'm browning up some more ground beef and sauteing it with some mushroom and bell pepper. So this is completely optional. You don't have to. You can just go ahead and just serve your pasta sauce with just the meatballs and you have yourself a meal. Okay. Now I'm going to add the pasta sauce with the heirloom tomatoes that we made earlier. And just incorporate all of that together before we add our last ingredients, which is the meatballs. Meatballs goes in. And voila, this is pasta sauce made fresh from scratch with heirloom tomatoes, and meatball. Thank you for watching. I hope you like this recipe, and please don't forget to share and subscribe. I'll see you next time.